What's up, everybody? It's Brody Frye, and this is the Mind Hiking Podcast. Thanks for joining me today. Today, I got Jeremy Lesser back on the podcast, and I know some people are going to be seeing this name and be like, nope, I'm out. Those are too childish for me. And others are going to be like, oh, yeah, these are always good and funny. But I like having that wide variety. It's good to me. I love the full spectrum. So that's why we like to have fun. We work hard and play hard. So if you guys enjoy, please give me a follow on Spotify. It really helps. If you want to leave a comment and or a review, that also would really help. Follow me on Instagram, Brody_Frye_63. That would be awesome. And I post photos and stuff, so you'll kind of see what we talk about and some upcoming podcasts and stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying, I appreciate the support. So hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. We had a lot of fun, so stay tuned. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm your host, Brody Frye, and here we dive deep into difficult questions. We'll map out thoughts, theories, and crazy ideas for the love of knowledge and growth. So, how do we answer some of the mind's toughest questions? This is the Mind Hiking Podcast. 3, 2, 1, we're live. Welcome back to the Mind Hiking Podcast.
Thank you.
Jeremy Lesser.
Hello.
Let me open this quick.
Yep.
All right.
I'm being a good boy tonight and only having one.
Yep, this is more than one for me.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, which is like a rare occurrence that I'm ahead of you.
That's true. That is true.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Didn't get a clank because we got koozies because we're fancy tonight.
Oh yeah, keeping our beers cold this time.
Oh yes, ice cold. Except for we were out shooting pool, having some stogs, and
oh yeah,
delicious as always. And my koozie was, I got like the metal one with the American flag on it, and it was just like sitting in the window and the sun's just like baking it, and it's black too, so it like got super, like I picked up my drink and I was like, oh whoa, that thing's hot. But luckily the drink was still cold, so.
The innards were still cold.
Yes, that's all that matters. Oh yes. Well, I kind of wanted to ask about, we always like to follow the life. Just like you were looking at me like the I think it's the first, like season 1 episode 1 of Scooby-Doo with the fucking what is that guy called? The
fuck. I don't remember.
Creeper.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That one. Yeah, that's what you were looking at me like. Eyes open, huge open mouth frown.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, yeah, I'm
surprised that was in your head.
Yeah.
Like that just went, yeah, Scooby-Doo.
Well, that's because Russell texted me a Snapchat video of that.
Oh, really?
Because we were talking about it like when we went boating, whenever it was, like a month ago or whatever. Yeah. And we were talking about that Scooby-Doo, and like remember pissing ourselves when we were younger to that. And,
oh, gotcha.
And then, yeah, it was like, he sent me a Snapchat like not too long ago of that, because he's like, yeah, just rewatching. And then you just did the face, and I'm like, oh my god, that was like just like that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yes. Well, that was also like that thing that you were smelling earlier, and you're like, this smells like something, but I just don't know what it is.
Oh,
and I'm just like, oh, it smells like those rubber snap caps from Dino Rex. It's just like an old, like, basically knockoff Chuck E. Cheese.
Doesn't exist near us anymore.
Yeah, they went out of business like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, probably.
You can keep talking. I'm going to see if there's still Dino Rexes
there
around.
Might be, yeah. It was cool, though, because it was like a tiny little store, but they had a tiny little like thing, but they had a roller coaster inside the building.
Yeah, like those little dragon roller coasters that they have at carnivals.
Yeah, inside the building, and it took up probably like, I'd say probably 35% of the building, like the total space that they had, which is a fuck ton. Like,
oh yeah,
it
took up like the whole left side of fucking the place. It's Hobby Lobby now. No, it's not.
No.
It's by Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, it's like right around.
It might be a trampoline place now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's like Monkey Joe's or something like that. Monkey Joe. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, they're still in business?
No, but I searched up Dino Rex and Crystal Lake.
Oh, yeah, it's like a Chinese dinosaur. Oh, nice. Yeah, when did they go out of business?
Let's see.
That place was cool.
I don't know, it doesn't say, but I would think it was like probably mid well, I fucking said this the other day, mid 2000s, because I see it as like early 2000s is like 2000 to 2010, mid 2000s like 2010 to now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would imagine like
I don't know. That's
early 2000s is like to 2000, maybe 5 or 6, and then like mid. I don't know.
It's just like the short
it's
time
weird.
span from
from
2000 to 2023. It's like trying to chunk that up.
It's weird. I don't think like even society has figured out a way to explain that time frame, because it's like what you got the I don't even know what you call the like pre-20s, but you got the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and it's like
from 80s, 90s, and then they usually say today.
Yeah.
It's how they say it on like radio shows.
Yeah, you're right. But like, yeah, it's been today for
because it's every 10 years. Every 10 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so to me, it's like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, so it's like the
2000 to 2010.
Yeah, you're right.
Because that's the first 10 years.
Yeah.
And then 2010
there. Yeah.
to 2020 is another 10 years. So I just see it as like early middle, but I just say mid.
Yeah.
Mid 2000s.
So it's like, or do we restart back at like once it hits the 2000 year 2000? Mm-hmm. Is it 2000 to 2010? Would that be, or 2000 to 2009? Would that be the ones? And then 2010 to 2020 or 19 would be the tens.
Mm-hmm.
And then 20, we're in the 20s.
Yeah, we're in the 20s now, technically.
Yeah.
Like
the roaring 20s.
Yeah.
And we are fucking getting our asses kicked.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not 100 years later.
Because people will say, like, for like the 90s, they'll say like the early 90s. That's like 90 to 95.
Yeah.
90.
Yeah.
Like, because that's early stage.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. That's so fucking weird.
Because Jay was giving me shit for it the other day. He's
like,
early? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, technically.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. It makes sense to me.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with I kind of like the ones, 2001s, 2010s, 2020s, 2030s.
Yeah. Loud bang. Yeah!
Oh, nice.
Kill the bug.
I didn't even see it. It's blending in.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that's freaking weird. But, yeah, the roaring 20s, and now we're in the 20s again 100 years later, and we are not the roaring 20s. Maybe a roaring fire. A dumpster fire.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking that, and like you're starting to say dump. I'm like, yes.
Yes. I accept.
I accept this comment.
Yes. Well, okay, that was a good tangent. That's actually very interesting.
But yeah, I think Dino Rex closed in like 2007. Is my guess.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Once Obama became president.
Yeah, I think he was 08, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everything just like got shitty. I mean, like Kawasaki stopped making 125s in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
It's like after that, it's basically like Kawasaki just determined how the rest of the world went, because it's like they stopped making 125s, and it's just like everything's downhill after that.
Yeah, literally.
No more two strokes, no more fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I'm not going to.
Do it.
I was gonna say mix gas and eat ass.
Yeah.
Once that went out of business, everything went to shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They got rid of the mixing gas, eating ass, and then it just shit.
Yeah, literally.
They started eating shit. Now everybody's just eating shit.
And it was a bunch of what are those fucking? What's the saying? Fucking, what's that fucking Omegle saying? Not Omegle. Fucking,
no idea.
The fucking Urban Dictionary.
Nipples. You're rubbing your nipples as you were saying that.
Yeah, so it's like the fucking pie thing when someone like shits on you type thing.
Oh, cow pie? No, just
No, yeah. No, there's a weird fucking thing. I was gonna say something, but oh well.
It'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Blumpkin? No, that's a different thing.
That's a really different thing.
That's a very different
That's
thing.
something on a toilet.
Yeah.
Which I know.
Close enough.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, we're off topic.
Yeah, way
Whatever.
off topic. Your episodes are always very questionable with the child humor.
Oh yes.
But
Child humor and then rage.
yes. Yeah, most people are at this point, you've had enough episodes. You have more episodes than anybody else. And at this point, everybody knows Jeremy Lesser.
I took your spot, Steffi.
Oh, yes.
Har.
Yeah, she's going to be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, people look at your up, they see, Mind Hiking Podcast, new episode. They see Jeremy Lesser, and it's like immediately the audience just totally like divides, splits in half. One of them is like, oh yeah, these are always good and funny, and then the other side is like, fuck this guy.
Another one?
Yeah. These do not belong.
Har.
I want full spectrum on this podcast.
Oh
though,
yeah,
so
dude.
it's all good.
It's a lot of the episodes have been like just like there's really good heavy topics, and it's like
Yeah.
let's just go around this ball that we're circulating right now.
Literally. Oh yes, just percolate it all.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's a percolator.
yeah. God, your neck just like moves in such ways that amaze me.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. Do the insides move just the same?
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah. No, this actually is kind of a good segue into what I wanted to talk about, because like having the childish humor on the podcast along with that deep adult stuff, that's boring. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually fascinating.
I'm an adult. I need an adulter adult.
Yes. Yeah, but having that full spectrum is kind of like where I wanted to go in today's topic with.
You're on the spectrum?
Oh, yes. What I wanted to talk about is just balance in life and how important that is. Because, like, I feel like you get people like us, like, we have this extreme childish humor, and, like, when we party, it's just, like, crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, we
turn into 6-year-olds again.
Yeah, we're total 6 years old. 6 year olds. 6 years old.
Suck-year-olds?
Yes, 6-year-olds. And yeah, but it's like funny how we just like party hard like children, and then we bust ass at work.
Oh yeah.
And it's like we work so fucking hard, and we have a lot of responsibility at work. We bust ass, we're leaders, and then we play hard.
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
like there's a balance, like it's a scale.
Just
and
like
you got
the song. Work hard,
Yeah.
play hard.
Yeah. But literally, no,
Yeah.
it's like funny how like you get the guys, like the harder people work, the harder they play.
Yeah, because the harder you work, the quicker you get shit done, the more free time you're going to have later on. So why take the full 2 hours to do a job when you can do it in 30 minutes?
Yeah. Well,
You know?
and that too, but also like busting ass takes
Yeah.
a lot of stress and struggle, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
and you need to like recuperate. It's just like you got to have fun after
Yeah.
that to like be able to stay sane.
Yeah, you got to cut off those shackles that you have from all the
Literally.
stress throughout the day.
Yeah. Literally.
And the only way to do that is to get fucking hammered and party with friends.
Yes, literally. Hell yeah.
The day you let the child disappear is the day you will have the most miserable rest of your life.
Literally, because then you get you can take that scale and shrink it in. Say you take the scale, you take your arms, and you just like grab each end of the scale, the child side and the like adult mature side, and you like squish it in small, like just like bring that scale into a smaller version, and it's like it's always balanced. Like people always have this balance, and it's always like life has a way of like rebalancing you.
Yeah.
It's like you start playing around too much, and then life kicks you in the nuts.
Oh, yeah.
And then also if you're like kicking life in the nuts and just working hard, then it's like sooner or later your body just like takes a toll on it, and or your mind, you have a breakdown and you're forced to relax. So it's like, but like you can shrink that scale is what I was getting to, and like you get people that like don't work hard and like they also don't play hard, because you get people that have like that just like go to work and just like sit around and like do their thing, and then guess what they're doing when they get home? They're just fucking sitting around doing nothing. And it's like you pull one side of the spectrum and it's automatically stretches the other, because it's like it's a whole balance. It's like there's a scale for sure, and it's like I say this all the time, but like I want those extreme highs and extreme lows. I want it all. I don't want the like picket fence like 9 to 5, go to work, come home, make dinner, and then go to bed, and it's just like that loop bullshit. You know?
Yeah.
I want the extremes. I want to freaking bust ass at work, because that's part of it, even though it sucks. But like that grows you, and that's important for life. But also, I want to be able to
teaches you discipline.
Yeah, exactly, discipline, and then you can appreciate more the like this.
Yeah,
freaking having some drinks with a buddy and podcasting. Fuck yeah. And it's like this is why we bust ass, and it's like some people might think this is stupid or a waste of time, or like they don't get it or don't understand it, but it's like this is a way of unwinding, and it's just like fun and entertaining, and we like to kick back and relax, and then have some cigars, shoot some pool in the garage, have some drinks, and it's like we bust ass during the week, and this shit is nice.
Yeah. And like nowadays people get stuck in that cycle of eat, sleep, or
poop.
Eat, sleep, poop, work, sleep, eat, poop, wake back
twerk
up. Twerk, maybe whatever you like to do. But like people just get stuck in that cycle to where it's like people just come home and be lazy, when naturally how we used to, like we're all so comfortable in this place where it's like we have a place that'll keep us warm, a place that we don't have to worry about where our next meal's coming from type thing. Yeah, there's people out there that do wonder that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, most of the time it's the people who are living out in the sticks and like living off of nature. Like me and my sister, my sister's obsessed with it, but I'll watch it with her, and it's called Life Below Zero. So it's basically everyone in Alaska, and I talked about you with this, and like we've gone on this topic.
Yep.
But like it's like there you can't just sit down on your ass like we do, like 90% of the population does after work.
Yep.
Like you have to get firewood, make sure you're stocked up for the season, make sure you're stocked up for winter, make sure you have enough food stocked up for whatever pets you have, whatever, if you have kids or anything. Like this show, it just is like mind-boggling on how much preparation, but also shows you how much work that is put into life that to keep us alive type thing. Like, and people take that for granted that, oh, I can just go to a grocery store and buy an apple. Yeah. Like when you're out in nature, you have to always be moving, because if you just sat there out in nature, you die within a few days. Yeah. Like you have to bust your ass to survive. And a lot of people don't have that drive to survive anymore, because everything's technically handed to them at a grocery store and everything.
Literally, could you imagine, like, even like early stages of COVID, when the store started selling out of bullshit, like when they would like, when all like the prepper stuff, like the canned foods and like the pastas and noodles, any foods that like you could store on a shelf, like good prepper food, like when they all sold out of that, and then all of a sudden like they were sold out of meat everywhere, and like, could you imagine like something happening similar to that? And like, just, I mean, everybody remembers the whole toilet paper and paper towel situation.
Like that was bullshit.
And it's like, could you imagine if stores just like couldn't get supplies like that from manufacturers of any? I mean, people don't realize how far back this goes. Like, they just see, oh, grocery store, it's always full, it's always got stuff, and they don't realize all the work that goes into getting that, the suppliers, like providing that, the manufacturers, or even like the farmers that are farming this stuff and then like shipping this out. It's just like there's so much back behind that goes into this, and it's like not just that, but like even like I said, You got the shipping supplier companies, the farmers, and then like the farmers rely on that shit too because they need their fertilizers, they need their food for their livestock and stuff like that. So it's like a massive cycle, and it's like you pull a pin from any of those things and the whole thing blows up.
Literally.
Like, and like you run out of shit at the grocery store, and then people sitting in their like white picket fence houses are just like all pissed off, and they're like, what the hell's going on here? And guess what? They have no idea what to do. And it's the people that understand the system and are free thinkers that are the only ones that'll be able to get by.
The people that are willing to go out and hunt. Like the people that hunted, like hunt deer, hunt any animal, like they usually have stockpiles of meat. Or they'll smoke it to where it'll turn to jerky and like
stores forever.
Dry it and it stores a lot longer, and you're able to, like in the show, they actually take salmon and then they just fucking smoke dry it and everything, just make a little smoker, or they'll just throw a tarp over, throw the salmon on rods and just smoke it and let it
and they got their whole
dry out.
Whole smoke house.
Yeah, literally. And that will last them all through the winter.
Yeah.
And it's like people don't understand how to prepare for times when like you can't go to the store and get food.
Right.
Like, people nowadays have just gotten so lazy and soft that it's like if the whole system breaks and falls apart, 90% of the population, I'd say, is gone.
Oh, absolutely. Nobody realized, and even if you directly tell it to their face, like people don't realize how reliant they are on this society.
Yeah.
Like they are so still like on the nipple of society. Like they can't.
They're stuck on the cash flow and all this. When everything goes to shit, what's really going to be the currency? It's going to be trading pelts, food, supplies, ammo. Like it's going to be all this stuff that like soon that
has literal value. Not
literally. Not
promises. Not paper.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's
kind
good.
of cut you off there.
No, it's fine. But
yeah,
it's just insane.
Yeah, people just don't realize how reliant they are still on this society and how. But and also you got like everybody's trying to take that away, so it's like they want you to be reliant on society because that's what holds it up. Because if everybody just bailed on it, was like fuck all this.
Yeah.
Then the whole society would collapse. So they want you to be locked in, sucked into society, because like otherwise, like they don't want these people like living off the grid or anything because they're not assets to the government anymore.
Yeah, they're not, because whatever don't quote me on it, but our birth certificates are technically almost like saying that the government owns you to pay its own taxes.
Literally, what other animal on the fucking earth has a birth certificate?
Yeah.
It's
like it's
like every other animal is born and can wander wherever the fuck it wants, kill whatever the fuck it wants, any time of the year, eat whenever it wants, do whatever it wants, dig holes wherever it wants, knock down tree branches wherever it wants, can do anything, can shape anything, change its environment anywhere. And we can't do anything without buying it with permits and doing all this shit, paying taxes on it. And it's just like all this made up stuff, this made up structure. And the only ones holding it up is the belief in it, our belief in this society.
And like the United, it says here, the first country to mandate collecting the birth data at the national level in 1853 was the United Kingdom, and the U.S. didn't really start till on a national level till 1902.
Oh, really?
So like birth certificates, like it was just like, oh, you say you're a part of my bloodline, you're a part of my bloodline.
Yeah.
Like no one really like tracked who was who.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of like the family's like decision on if they wanted to track their lineage.
Yeah.
I would think.
And that's like the melting pot of America, where everybody just kind of like fell into here trying to get away from their countries. And like we talked about this with Sam, and he like how and many other people, like their last names they changed their last name to make it sound more American or like simple, like simplistic, because they had like these long names. Then their ancestors came overseas and just moved to America and changed their name, and like nobody said anything about it. And there's other people that like to hide from like the mafia and stuff just changed their names. And like these names just came out of nowhere, and nobody said anything, and nobody could do anything.
And a lot of the names even were miswritten. So a lot of the people's last names, like my stepdad, I'm pretty sure most of his side of the family, like the Notrianos or something like that. It's either Notrianos or something else close to it. But like it was some of his lineage came here, but like, and then another group of our lineage came, and they just miswrote the last name.
Oh, really?
So it was like one letter on the last name that was changed. But we found out like, that's the reason why we're related, but we have different last names.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's pretty weird. But like, even if they changed it on purpose or not, like that's where most.
You're related to your stepdad?
No.
No.
Luckily not. No, I'm kidding.
I just got kind of mixed up there.
No, yeah. No, so it was we met, my stepdad got the house painted, and he's like, your uncle is my, I think stepdad's great uncle or something like that. Something weird. Right. And all of a sudden they're like, the last name's different because when whoever came here, they miswrote the last name. So that's why we're related, but that's why our last names are different. And I'm like, that's pretty interesting.
That's so weird. Yeah, that's cool. And it's funny to see like even like regional names. Like you get up to like up in Wisconsin, like there's so many like Native American town names where it's just like you get it's just cool to see like in the region, like how things were named, even like road names or like lake names are just like interesting how like where names came about and like who decided that, and then everybody just kind of like falls in and agrees with it, and like that's what that is now. And but it's just like it's crazy. And I remember like when we were looking at the antlers with my uncle. He was talking about places that like didn't even have names of lakes because they're like so much of it was like fresh, so many, and like so many that you just like drive and everything was flooded. And where was that? Do you remember where he was talking about?
I don't remember. It was somewhere south, or no. Oh shoot!
I feel like it was like out west somewhere.
Yeah. It was like south. No.
Well, I don't know why I can't remember. But yeah, he was literally he's like talking about how it all flooded up and like you can basically just like flooded roads and formed lakes, and you can literally just like drive till you hit water and it's just like road into a lake, and like most of these lakes are still unnamed and stuff. And I don't remember.
Is it South Dakota? No. Montana?
I don't know.
I don't remember. It was somewhere up there, I think.
Yeah.
But it was like so many lakes just kept on forming or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, and they just like...
Fuck naming these.
Yeah, they just haven't gotten around to it. They're just undiscovered lakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy how everything like kind of came about, because...
Yeah.
And like a lot of it started with like the Native Americans and things like that, and then like as
it was named after like events or something.
Yeah, that too, events and things like that. But names are freaking weird. Words are freaking weird, and it's like, why? In like languages, why the fuck do we have so many languages?
Yeah,
like that's another huge question, and that could like. You could boil that down to even a religious question, because I know you.
Yeah, I remember bringing that up.
Yeah, and did you ever remember like what that point was?
I remember like I didn't really look more into it, but I remember growing up, I always heard it as like it was God's way of saying basically like someone did some sort of sin, I would imagine, and then all of a sudden he's like, you know what? Because of this, I'm not going to allow you to understand each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
It's like a punishment.
Yeah, it was more of a punishment towards humanity than yeah, because originally we allegedly knew there was only one language.
Yeah.
And then after that, languages got created, so then we were punished to not understand each other.
Yeah. Well, and I
made it harder to communicate.
Yeah. I was listening to this podcast, and I think this is like the third time I've brought it up on this podcast, but like this guy I was just amazed by it, but like the guy that lives out in the Amazon rainforest, he's crazy. But he was talking about like the natives and stuff and how they have their own language and like how they even use when they're hunting and stuff and like doing stuff, like they do bird calls and like bird noises and stuff, and they can like whistle, and like the way that you can tell like if they're around a bunch of tourists, because they give like guided tours, like the tourists have no idea, they just think it's one of the animal noises, but like he's got the ear for it, and like they'll call to each other and they know, and they'll like look and they know like that was like one of them calling, and they can like talk to each other like that, or like get each other's attention at least. And like he was telling a story about how like he was out, or him or somebody was like out in the Amazon, and they like heard an off whistle that like wasn't one of the, they could tell the difference because you listen to it enough and you can pick up on the differences, and they know it was a human. And then like they hear one on the other side, and then they just start hearing it all around it, and then they realize that they're surrounded by natives. I don't know how they got out or not, but like it's just like crazy that they just like language and like the way people communicate and like how that forms, like just like making sounds with our mouths and our throats and tongues, and just like creating sound waves, vibrations, just that sound differently, and we just like understand what it means. It's the weirdest freaking thing. Weird concept. Just like crazy, but either way, just like that'd be a cool place to go. Just check out the Amazon.
Oh, definitely. And there's always like, even like there's so many like movies that they created like languages for.
Oh,
like really? There's like actual people who are like designated for movies to like create languages. And people will actually learn these languages from movies. Like, and it's just like random made up languages that they like created like the alphabet for or whatever, and like created so like cool. certain words. And I'm like freaking, that's insane.
Star Trek speaking Klingon.
Yeah, literally. Like some people, I don't know if they actually did, but like if someone created like the full Klingon language, like people would learn that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people actually do. Yeah, I mean that show went on long enough, and it was like multiple generations, and it was a show. Then they had the whole series of movies, and like freaking 7 movies, I think. And, well, originals, and now they got all the new series, the next gens and stuff. Well, they have like multiple next generations, but the Star Trek franchise is like monstrous. Huge, but freaking love Star Trek. It's awesome. But they got, well, there's Star Trek, and then there's a dude, I love sci-fi movies in general.
Oh yeah, they're good.
It's just so cool. And I feel like sci-fi movies are like based on like concepts in sci-fi movies like years later eventually like come true, because I know like the flip phone was created off of Star Trek, because they had like flip walkie-talkies basically, and then they created flip phones because of Star Trek.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
They like got that style off of that, and then we just like turned it into tablets. I don't know, whatever, but it's just like funny how just like the foreshadowing of like sci-fi movies into today's technology. I don't know if it's like, I feel like it's more like people's expectations from sci-fi movies, and they're just like, oh, that's where we're going to be going. And then people kind of like invent things and like
created around
get ideas around what was in movies and stuff. It's funny how the world operates and
Oh yeah.
and how corrupt it can get so quickly, which is why we need to just buy land and get out of here.
Yeah, literally.
Like lots of land.
Yeah, and then just disappear.
Yeah. Isn't there like weird spots randomly in the country where there's like no laws?
It's right near. It's like a strip. Because it's where no one. It's technically because to have a jury, I believe you have to have people living in a certain area. I want to say it's in Yellowstone. Mm-hmm. You have to have people living in a certain radius of this area. I'm don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure if I remember right. So since there's no one living out there and it's technically a national park in this strip, it's basically lawless to where you can go kill someone and not get prosecuted for it. And if they try, they can't because technically you can't have a jury since no one's like living out there.
Yeah.
So it's like a weird thing.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's called it's basically equivalent to like the death strip of the USA or whatever. Because it's like the lawless. It's basically lawless there. There's no laws that can be put in place there technically. Like technically it's the US, so there is laws, but like
right. Yeah.
Without the jury or something like that, you can't be prosecuted for it. Even though they probably still do.
Yeah, probably. That's so weird.
Yeah. As long you can look it up. I mean.
Yeah. That's so weird. I know there's places too that are just like so run rampant that the police just don't even go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, literally. I bet there's probably places everywhere and
oh yeah.
Like there's the whatever tribe that like no one goes near.
Oh, that too, like Indian reservations and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which I think it's kind of... The reservations are kind of bullshit, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we took all the natives' land, and it's just kind of like, here's just a tiny little sliver.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You can have this.
And I mean, it should be like, at least like, build it up, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think
where it's not like poverty, like they're barely surviving out there type thing.
I think they do, because a lot of them have like casinos and stuff on it because there's no laws. Like they can...
Well, yeah.
You can go in there and just fucking gamble, and they just make a shit ton of money off of people bringing in money and gambling.
Yep.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, I know there's always, but that's also a thing that I've heard is that it's like on the reservations, the gambling problem is a very big thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like everybody gambles their money.
Yeah.
Like even the natives.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I don't know. I think if the government was more like not because I don't like it was the past type thing.
Yeah.
Like the past is the past. Like. Yep. Get over it type thing.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right.
But at the same time, it's kind of like, it kind of just shoved them in a corner.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that sucks too. But it's like, again, like you were saying, like the get over kind of thing. Like it sounds harsh, but a lot of it is like people like want compensation for a time period that nobody alive lived in, and it's nobody alive's fault. So it's like, and also you had nothing to do with it. You didn't even get any repercussions from it. So it's like, why do you want compensation or like
for something that it didn't like you weren't affected by?
Yeah, you weren't affected by it. So your great ancestors were affected by this, but nobody alive did anything to you, and you directly weren't affected. So it's like, I don't know. People look for any tiny excuse, any reason to get any free handouts.
Yeah,
it's like all these handouts are ridiculous.
That's why it's kind of like I don't like handouts, but at the same time, to me, it's kind of like with some videos that I've seen of reservations, it's kind of like really. Like type thing. Yeah. Like inner cities where there's poverty in inner cities are better off than native, like, conservation, not
Yeah.
reservation.
Yeah. Just because they're still like sticks and stones kind of thing, like primal.
Yep, but not even like they have like houses, but it's kind of like
Shacks.
I'd consider it like taking 4 pieces of plywood and then putting like a tarp over the top.
Oh.
Like that is how I would equivalent. It's not like that to my knowledge, but like it's just some pretty rundown houses. Yeah.
I don't
Or trailers even.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, and I mean, there's probably some natives which like still live in tents and stuff like that, and like live their natural way.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure a lot of people want to stay that way.
Yeah,
but it's like the whole Amish thing.
Mm-hmm. Which those motherfuckers can put up a barn like crazy.
Oh fuck yeah, they'll whip that shit.
Dude, literally, like you'll see, like there's a video of them putting up a barn on YouTube. Dude, it's like a fucking ant swarm. Just like all of a sudden there's nothing. And it's like by like 10 o'clock, they have the whole fucking frame up. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's sped up.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden they have like everything on, like all the siding on. Then they're about to start on the roof. And it's like lunchtime. And then all of a sudden by like 3 o'clock, they have a completely built barn. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Like, it literally just looks like a little ant swarm, just like.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, one of them just like goes out into the woods, like finds a stray or a wild horse, and they're just like, "Hey, I found a horse," and they're just like, "Shit, we got to get a barn. We don't have any barns for this."
Yeah, literally. Yeah, literally, it's like fucking
before nightfall.
Yeah, like it's like Aladdin just going blink, blink.
Yeah, yeah, it's like building something in Minecraft.
Yeah, literally
on creative mode with a stocked inventory.
Yeah, literally, dude, it's insane.
Just walking around placing blocks, pop, 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 pop. Just like, just like standing on like beams that are like floating and stretched out. Just
100-foot beams with nothing under them.
No
just
support.
One support on one side.
Yeah. Just like saw the supported end off, and they're just like floating.
It's just a hovering barn.
Yeah,
you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
got some alien technology or alien blood in them.
Seriously,
but at the same time, going back to the beginning topic, they're dedicated to living that way, and they are hard fucking workers.
Oh fuck yeah!
So, and like, to me, you'll never find a more hard worker than someone who is like, I'm not gonna have technology to help me build something,
right? Or distractions.
Like those motherfuckers are like work all day.
Yep.
From like 4 a.m. to like 10.
Yeah.
And then go to sleep.
They're like work hard, sleep hard.
Yeah, literally.
But not for too long.
Yeah.
We got to start at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can't do anything. Just soak.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll get distracted from their sleep.
Yeah. Ooh. You don't think they have that ravenous animal sex?
I mean, probably.
In the woods.
They can build a barn pretty fast.
Yeah, they do. I wonder what else they can brick up real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, those guys are freaking wild though.
Yeah.
But yeah, they gotta like blow off some steam somehow.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I wonder what they do for fun. Actually, I think a lot of them are like...
I've seen videos of them drifting their horse-drawn carriages.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, it's like middle of the night. There's a fucking cop chasing them. It's like, if you see me, then you need... And it's like a T in the road, and there's just this fucking carriage just being, like, drifted. The horses are like... And I'm like, damn!
Fuck yeah.
Horses probably got squinty eyes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then the guys just, like, got, like, totally, like, dressed up proper, huge-ass beard, top hat with shades on. And
yeah, literally, his beard split down the middle, over both shoulders because of how fast he's going.
Yeah, just like a huge, like, joint comes flipping through the sky, shades land on him, he just lands in the corner of his mouth. It's like the Thug Life compilation video.
Yep. Literally.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He just like drifts around his horse-drawn carriage, snags your girl, thug life.
Oh, yeah. Somehow she just like vanishes from next to you into the carriage. Like,
Yeah.
what the
He just like reaches down like Tarzan, snags her arm and swings her up into the carriage.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, for some reason, her clothes just immediately change to a dress, like a long,
Yeah, just like the
sundress.
Amish
Yeah.
sundress or whatever. That'd be fucking
You're just like,
hilarious.
what the? And it happened in like within 2 seconds. Just drifts, a carriage drifts past you, steals your girl.
Mm-hmm. God, yeah.
What the heck just happened? Oh, God.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like a lot of that is like not how it's supposed to be though, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the Amish like can use technology. Like I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
it's I think it's Mennonites that use technology.
Oh, I don't know.
And
the
the
different-
Amish. So I think there's two, which like I want to say if it's Mennonites, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure the Mennonites are the one that like they're the Amish
the
way.
men at night.
Yes.
Those are the ones that can have sex.
Men at night, yes. Only men at night.
Yes, they can only have sex with men at night.
Yes. Good God. But no, they're the ones that I think can like use technology, but still like have like their traditional ways. And then the Amish are the ones which are like
Hardcore.
hardcore. We're not using any power, like candles and fucking bonfires type shit.
That's cool.
So, like no AC in your house.
Yeah.
Like open a damn window at night if you
Yeah.
want to get some AC.
Yeah, they just build up.
Wash your body out of a fucking barrel.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff. Wash your dishes in the river.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's another thing people take for granted is just fresh water and the access to it.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
Otherwise, everybody would have to live on. They like the natives and stuff. They always set up near a water source, especially like moving water, rivers.
Oh, yeah.
They were stocked up all over that river because
You
it's
don't want
like
stagnant.
yeah, bacteria and stagnant water, and so you want that fresh flowing, moving water, and so everybody's like stacked up all over the river, and without like irrigation and like water pipes and plumbing and stuff, it's just an absolute game changer. Now we can live wherever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
And just like dig wells. It's just
Yep.
like, or do the Amish have wells? I don't know.
I would imagine.
Oh yeah, I think they do actually.
I'd
Fuck.
imagine they dig their own wells.
Yeah. Well, shit. Okay, well, the Native Americans didn't. So they were the ones around the river. I guess I went back too far in time.
Oh, well, that's okay.
But same thing, just like the invention of the well, or not invention, but the discovery of water underground was huge.
Yeah.
Because that, like, made it possible to live anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise you were forced to live around water,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, literally. Right once you get to that water table in your area, it's just like, oh, there's an abundance of water.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, literally. Fucking I try to think about that when I'm like turning on the sink or taking a shower. I try to like be grateful for the water.
yeah.
Like,
Because even like in the quarries around us,
yeah.
like they dig it out and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, yeah, we're just going to leave this here and it's just going to fill with water.
Right. And not even just like that, but like not just water, but hot water too. The fact that
Oh,
we
yeah.
can like pump it into our house, heat it up, and then pump it wherever
Yeah.
we want it. And it's just
Literally.
like crazy. It's so cool. Like, like sometimes just to do it, I know there's a lot of health benefits too, but like just to take cold showers, like,
Oh, yeah.
because that's like how it used to be. I mean, like I always feel fresher when I take cold showers. I took
Yeah.
one today and I took one yesterday, and it's just like refreshing. Because then, just I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but like hot water is nice. It's like hot water, but the water feels cleaner when it's cold.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Doesn't
does.
I don't know why. It's
Feels
just like
crisp.
yeah, it feels fresh, like you're just bathing under a waterfall and fresh, like a spring water or something like
Yeah.
that. And just do you remember like being in Door County, like stepping in that fresh spring water, like at the end of the Sand Bay?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
yeah, that was fucking
ice.
ice cold.
Yeah, it's crazy, like spring water, how cold that shit is. Like, and it's like it's like filling into like an outlet into Lake Michigan.
Yep.
And it's like Lake Michigan. It was like, I mean, we've been there like all times of the year, but like
Yeah.
even like midsummer, it's ice cold, and you can like sit there and you got the water, and you can like walk down the beach where it's like ankle deep, and like you walk past the mouth of that spring, and it's like cold water, ice water. It's just like you feel like a little swoosh of ice water within the water that you're standing just at the mouth, and it's just like crazy, like how fresh it is.
Oh yeah.
Like I think I've gone as cold as the water can possibly get before it shuts off. Like I've done it a couple times, but it's like miserable, and your skin starts turning red. Like, you know, when you turn it too hot and your skin turns red, same thing when you turn it too cold.
Yeah,
like
literally.
your blood is just rushing to the surface and just like
trying to keep you warm,
condenses your fucking muscles, and just like I think the health benefits are like, obviously, like especially after workouts, is like
reduce inflammation and shit.
Inflammation, yeah, because like you get that like, what is it, the lactic acid build up in your arm or your muscles, whatever muscles you were using, and like that just sits there in pockets otherwise. And like, so if you can take like an ice bath, people do the ice plunges, ice baths, or like if you take a cold shower, it condenses your muscles and squeeze them, and it like squeezes out all that lactic acid so your body can flush that out of you.
Yeah.
And like then you're starting fresh with fresh muscles.
And like with all that galactic acid, the best thing to actually fix that is to get a galactic cap.
Yes! I figured you were going somewhere because you said galactic. I like wanted to correct you, and I'm like, let's see where this goes. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then you can flush out all that galactic acid too.
Yeah,
So
literally.
nice.
It's
Your muscle condenses after you flush all that galactic acid out.
yeah. Have fun with that one, guys.
Just spraying stars.
Yeah.
I saw that like smirk on your face right before you started talking, and then you like got serious and then said galactic, and I'm like, oh, was that on purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have fun with searching that, because it took us a while to figure out what that meant.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It was on our like work board of supplies we need. Like you got like all the supplies listed out on the board, and then just like galactic cap in there, and it's just like.
Didn't Ben like go searching for it too?
Yeah, I think he like, because he takes a photo of the board before he goes out to the store, and then I think he was like, just like, what the fuck is that? And he like couldn't find anything like it, and just like Googled it quick. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's funny.
In the middle of the store, and just starts laughing. Everybody around him is just like,
What the fuck is this thing gonna...
Dude, it's so funny to like, it is funny to.
Oh, it's hilarious to laugh in public. Everybody's like,
yeah,
what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like,
to put yourself in a spot, like, you know who's the greatest at that is my dad. Like, he's so fucking good at just like not giving a shit what anybody thinks.
Oh yeah, no.
I remember I had to walk away. We were at Katie was with me, and one of her friends was with me, and we went to Menards. My dad was there. We all went, and he was in one of his goofball moods, and like we're like walking around the dog food aisle, and we're like looking for like bones for the dogs. We're like, oh yeah, they think they'd like this, and my dad's just like, there was a customer, like another customer shopping in the dog food aisle, and my dad's just like, watch this, and the girls like pull out their phones, and I'm just like, oh my god. And then I listen to hear what my dad's doing. He's already in the dog food aisle, and he walks up to this customer, and he's just like, excuse me, sir, do you know where the dog food is? And as soon as he said that, I turned around and I walked away. I was like, nope. So funny. I have no idea what the guy said, but my dad doesn't give a fuck.
That's fucking funny.
It's so funny.
He's probably just like,
yeah, the guy's just like, oh, I don't know. Or he was probably like, I can only imagine.
Yeah, he's probably like, oh, it's right here.
Yeah, right here. Or just to like save like something like controversy. Like, I know people that are like socially awkward would just probably be like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Just as it's right in front of him, or the dude's holding it.
Literally, yeah, he's grabbing a bag. He's bending over, grabbing a bag, and my dad asks him, and he's just like, I have no idea.
You should see if they still have that video.
Yeah, I'm sure Katie's got it somewhere, but it was fucking funny. Like,
that's funny.
My dad is like not afraid to say any of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he would always play like a game where if we're like sitting around, he'd just be like, pick anybody in the bar, or like if we're at a bar, he'd be like, pick anybody here, and I'll go start a conversation with them. And like, sure enough, anybody would pick. Whoever was with us would just pick out anybody in the whole place, and my dad would just walk up to him and start talking. Just like, it's funny. Like, Stephanie like gets such anxiety when that she hates.
Oh yeah,
dude, she hates when my dad does that. She's like,
I remember hearing about
like covers her eyes, covers her face. She's like, she like gets so like. I used to too, but now it's funny to me now.
Yeah,
but
it's just normal. It's like that's what your dad does.
Yeah, no, he doesn't give a fuck, and it's like, and he's right too, because it's like, what are they gonna do? It's just, you're not being rude. It's just like,
it's just conversation.
Yeah, and it's funny, and
like
nobody's gonna do anything.
Like fucking, I was sitting at the bar at Bolton's, like I want to say it was like a year and a half ago, and like all of a sudden somehow I get into this conversation with like this, like a regular there, and he's like, yeah, I go scuba diving all the time.
Oh shit.
And I'm like,
that's cool.
What the fuck? And this dude's like, yeah, I do this, I do that. I'm like, damn, if I never even sat here and like all of a sudden just a random conversation started, like I wouldn't. This dude had the craziest life. Like I was just like, damn.
Did you stare him straight in the penis and say, I didn't know you could scuba dive in the cornfields?
Yeah. When could you scuba dive in dirt?
Yeah, literally. Illinois cornfields.
Yeah,
where does he go scuba diving at?
He said he'd just like go off to like off the coasts and stuff like that, and go scuba diving out there.
The coasts of Illinois.
Yeah.
Scuba diving in Wisconsin.
Fuck yeah. I think he has scuba dived in Wisconsin, actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, actually, it was pretty cool. I was like, damn, I would have never known this. Like, it's like some people have like the craziest stories, and it's like, it's just interesting to listen to them.
Yeah, I know there is a place down the road here that you can go scuba diving. Like,
really?
We used to go fishing. 3 Oaks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have the scuba diving classes there.
Yeah.
And I think on the quarry across the street, there's still excavators down in the bottom of them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I don't think they allow people to scuba dive there, but I think they sunk a car in... They sunk something out in 3 Oaks.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Kind of like to give you the experience of like going and seeing stuff.
Yeah, something sunk under. That's cool. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
Yeah, because I want to say it's this. Do you know where the old Walmart was on 14?
Yeah. Yep.
That I think it's that scuba school there.
Oh yeah, you're
it's like
right.
There's if you're looking at where the old Walmart was on the right, there's a little scuba place. That's where I get my paintball tanks filled up with air.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it's like $5.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew where any freaking places were on there that you could fill.
Because there's another scuba place next to. Used to be, I don't know if it's still there, next to North Wall, and it's gone now. Or it's either gone or they didn't fill the tank.
Oh, yeah, that was Ninja, right?
No, Ninja is... So, like, if you went, you'd go left onto whatever road that was. So, it was like, North Wall's here, you go straight, hit the light, and then you go left. And it was in that little gray building there on the left.
Isn't air, like... Does it last longer? I know it's cleaner than CO2.
I think it lasts a little bit longer.
Yeah. But it's fucking high ass pressure though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine's like a 4,500.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need some special fucking shit to be able to pump that.
Well, they actually make like tire pump ones that you can use for your.
That can go to 4,500 psi.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's insane.
Yeah, you can go on like a
day long. A day-long commitment trying to fill your tank.
Yeah, literally. No, I've never tried one, but I was like, that's pretty cool.
Have you ever pumped that long?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I would never
get to decide.
I would never be able to pump that long.
Yeah.
It's freaking crazy.
But
though.
no, yeah, I was like, holy shit, because I was like looking at paintball stuff and airsoft stuff because. I kind of want to buy an airsoft gun again and like, just
I
kind
love
of get
paintball,
into it.
but like airsoft was fun too. But I never understood like in competition, how do you know?
It's kind of just honor system in airsoft.
Yeah,
like
which is kind of cool.
Paintball, it's kind of like you'll feel that shit.
Yeah.
You don't want to get hit by a paintball, to be honest. Like I could care less. Fucking, I think I told you this story when we were at Andrew's. Bachelor party. I got a mag-fed paintball gun, was coming up around a bunker, and all of a sudden I was coming up to the middle split in the field, and it was a big ass wall with a stairs going up top it, and there's a little cutout box window in the front. This dude just, I'm coming up to the window trying to look through, wrapping right to like kind of like not be in the center of the window, and this guy like all of a sudden just peeks out, and he's got like the electric marker with the speedball marker and stuff, and all of a sudden I'm just there, and he just fucking lights me up, just I'm like, fuck.
That's.
But I was like, I mean, to me it doesn't bother me. Like it sucks, but it's like
it's more surprising. Yeah.
Because I didn't expect to all of a sudden just see someone right there.
Yeah, no, paintball is fucking wild. It's like so, like you got to be so vigilant because like I've been lit the fuck up too. Like just like running, changing bunkers, then you crouch and you think you're safe, and then you just get lit up from behind, and it's like, what the fuck just happened there? It's like these guys are fucking playing Call of Duty out here.
Yeah, literally.
It's like they're spawning behind me.
Yeah, like the work party, I remember like I'd always like wrap around everybody on the other team, and all of a sudden I'd see Ben, and I'm just like, bam, 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 and I got him like 4 times in the side, I think, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, you shot Sam right in the shaft too.
I did.
Yeah, he was
I
like,
didn't know that.
He said that it was like purple and swelled.
Hey, I helped it grow, buddy.
Yeah, just doubled in size.
One time Brandon was
just
around
weird,
the edge of the
awkward
map.
lump right in the middle of the shaft.
Yeah, just like
yeah.
Why is it S curved?
Yeah.
I know Brandon was coming up one time along the edge of the fence, and like there was bushes, like it was like a perfect path along the side of the fence, and then there was like trees, and there was like 3 sections of trees, and I saw Brandon there, and all of a sudden I'm like, he shoots at me first, I dodge everything, pop out, shoot towards him, I see him duck, so I'm like, fuck it, I sprint halfway up, and then like go right on the other side of the trees, and all of a sudden I just see him slowly walking up, just like creeping, trying to sneak, and I'm just like watching him. I'm literally just like tracking him the whole time as he's like probably 15 feet away. I just like I probably hit him like 10 times. He's like just standing there like shaking and dancing. It was the funniest thing ever.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it was good time.
You're literally like a phantom ghost out there. You're fucking good.
You think more when you don't have the hopper. When you have, like, I got 20 mags, so I got 200 rounds, but like that's 1 hopper full basically.
Yeah.
So like
you got to be more strategic with your ammo.
Yeah. So I think it's more fun playing that way.
Yeah.
And like they have like full mag fed tournaments and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Or like events.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. I could put a hopper on mine, but I don't know.
No,
it's
cool.
more fun not.
Cool with the mags.
Yeah.
You feel like real war in the zone.
Oh yeah.
It's freaking awesome. Yeah, I remember when you busted out all your gear, everybody's like, whoa, what the fuck's
I'm like
going
roll
on
up
there?
with like a fucking
whole case.
Gun case and everything.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you mentioned earlier the North Wall too. That's another thing that I've been fucking missing big time.
Oh yeah, I've thought about going.
Doing some climbing.
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking about it a couple of weekends ago. I was gonna message you and be like, "You want to go climb?" Mm-hmm. We're probably so weak. Cause, like, we were getting pretty good. We were doing really good. Yeah, doing some of the bigger walls and are hard, more challenging. Because it's not like what we do isn't like belaying, it's the bouldering. Like, so it's like free climbing. No,
which
no
we
ropes.
have all the belay stuff now. We just need to get
ropes. You're right. Yeah, we do have all the belay stuff too. I mean, we've done both. I mean, Grand Geneva has like the big walls,
auto belays and stuff like that.
Yeah, auto belays and and actually North Wall does too. We've never done that because we never had the harness.
Yeah,
but yeah, now we got harnesses thanks to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was my birthday present last year. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep, but we still haven't used it. So we got to go soon.
Yeah, we can go to North Wall and get certified in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I think I'm pretty sure we can get certified there.
Oh, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you went to a place down in Naperville too. Was that place pretty cool?
That place was kick ass. That was the main reason why I got a harness and got us harnesses.
That was the main reason why I got a hard on.
Yeah, literally just fucking walked in there like. It was probably like 25, 30 foot ceilings.
Wow.
Yeah. Damn. And like there was probably, I don't even know. Like there's just so many routes in there.
Yeah.
And like it was just awesome. Like I want to go there again.
That's awesome.
But I want to have, like I think you can rent ropes and stuff. Mm-hmm. and I'm pretty sure they do a certification class there too.
That's cool.
But there's just so many in the middle that you need a rope for and to like clip in and everything.
Did
like,
you, or did you do
just
bouldering only?
Bouldering, and then they had the auto blaze.
Oh,
So they have a bunch of auto blaze, which are pretty cool. But I want to do all the ropes. Stuff.
So there was a majority that didn't have auto blaze.
There's a very small section of bouldering, which it's a lot of overhang stuff there.
Yeah.
And then there's an upper deck where it's meant for like training and stuff like that. Then they have like a little gym there.
Boards and stuff.
Yeah, they have a little gym there. They have like a board with just a bunch of random stuff on that you can create your own routes on.
Yeah.
They have the light up board.
Those are fucking cool.
Which
Yeah,
are cool.
it's like the rocks light up, and you can only use the rocks that light up. It's just like has pre-made routes on it.
Yeah,
and it's
like downloaded in the system.
Yeah, it's fucking so cool.
You can link your phone to it so you can scroll through all the routes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. And it's like measured by difficulty you can select.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And then even Northwall has that in their back room.
Yeah, it's crazy. They got a kick-ass facility there.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
It's probably
Which, truthfully, could probably just cancel the gym memberships and just be like,
honestly,
go there.
Get a membership there instead of the gym memberships, because that's a full fucking body workout the time.
And they have the weight room in the back.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fun. And you don't even realize it. You just like climb you go to the gym and you spend 45 minutes and you're okay, I'm like exhausted, and you like destroy. The thing about the gym is nice because you can like focus on specific muscles and you can beat the shit out of them, but like it's boring and like it's time's dragging and you're just like, okay, 45 minutes, all right, I'm out of here, kind of thing. But then you go rock climbing and it's like,
I mean, you're using every muscle every time,
and every muscle every time, and you're like straining to the max, otherwise you fall, especially with bouldering. When you're up high, it's like you don't want to fucking fall.
Literally, like you're shaking. Like I remember being up there and it's like shaking, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, literally,
like you have to like
scares the shit out of
yourself.
Yeah, and then but yeah, it's you got like 3, 4, 5 hours go by and you barely even notice, and you're like, whoa, where'd the time go? And then the next day you're like,
you can barely roll out of bed.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like riding too. When you ride hard, it's like,
oh yeah,
it's always the second day. It's like the next day you're sore, but then like 2 days later it's always the worst. Yeah, it's weird why that happens like that. We gotta condense those muscles and get that galactic acid out.
Oh yeah.
That's why we're sore.
Yep.
Gotta extract the galactic acid.
Oh yes,
extract it. Oh yes. All right, well, yeah, what do you think of the new logo too? I just want to throw that in there quick.
Well, I think it's schmecksy.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking really awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, even though you've known about it for
I've known about it for a while.
Yeah.
But no, right once you did it, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking kick ass.
Thank you. Yeah, and you got the hat and you got the stickers too.
Got the hat and stickers.
Hell yeah.
It's
awesome. All right, well, we're nicely over an hour, so that's
perfect.
That's perfect. And I know you're tired, but you also got a date tonight, so that's exciting.
Hang out.
Oh, okay. So just a hangout.
Just hang out.
We'll see what happens.
All
right.
Yeah.
Well, rock on. Thank you for joining me today. It was a lot of fun, as always. We covered a wide variety of topics, like we always do. So that's that's cool. Your episodes are always chaotic and
very
funny.
Very what's the word? A lot of different variety.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically equivalent.
Yeah. Horntastic, variety, whatever, same thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that is a wrap. Thanks for hopping on. And any last words?
I don't got anything on mine today.
Oh, okay. Just galactic.
Just galactic cap and what was the other one?
Baldo.
Baldo, that's what it was. Yeah, Baldo.
Yeah, don't search those.
Yeah, probably not. Or at least clear your history after.
Yeah, if you want to keep your innocence, my innocence, just got annihilated ever since I started working in the shop.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's just so messed up in the shop. So it's just like my innocence they just annihilated it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everyone's innocence gets obliterated there.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
It's a big word.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Har.
Har. Okay, that was a good episode.
That's a small word.
Yes, har, but it's so versatile.
Fuck yes. Can use it in very many meanings.
Oh yes.
Like har?
Or har.
Ha-ha.
Or har. Yeah. Okay, you got to do a stitch.
Stitch.
That's all.
That's all it's getting.
You don't know what Stitch needs?
I don't know what Stitch needs today. Not today.
What is Mickey around?
How's it going, everybody?
Is Mickey gonna do anything?
Mickey's about to go. I don't know. Mickey's getting a little nervous right now.
Or
yeah.
Guess who?
Oh yeah. What else you got? The Schmeagle one, dude.
Schmeagle and Stitch sound pretty close.
Yeah, they're close. They're a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Fuck yeah.
yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. It's funnier when he's in the shop and like he's not afraid to say some absolutely disgusting, absurd, obscene things in these voices, and it's just so funny just hearing those voices say the most fucked things.
Yeah, just your childhood like cartoons.
I just like piss myself.
Yeah, literally.
Oh jeez. Okay, well,
all right.
Thank you so much. I'm glad I got that on here.
Fuck
so
yeah.
That's nice. But rock on, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed, and stay tuned for next week.
Peace.
Peace.